how it stuck to the tires after the summer rain. Will power made that old cargo. A woman's mind told me that's so. Oh, how I wish we were back on the road again. Me and you and a dog named Blue, traveling and a living off the land. Me and you and a dog named Blue, how I love being a free man. I can still recall the wheat fields of St. Paul, and the morning we got caught robbing from an old hen. Old MacDonald, he made us work, but then he paid us for what it was worth. Another tank of gas and back on the road again. Me and you and a dog named Blue, traveling and a living off the land. Me and you and a dog named Blue, how I love being a free man. I'll never forget the day we motored stately into big LA. The lights of the city put settling down in my brain. Though it's only been a month or so, that old car's bugging us to go. We gotta get away and get back on the road again. Me and you and a dog named Blue, traveling and a living off the land.
Nice to see you. I'm glad to see all of you, and you are welcome to our performance. Dear students, we have, as you can see, many honorable guests at today's lesson, and that's why let's do our best and show them your deep knowledge in English in the field of traveling. But before the beginning of our event, we'd like our director, Murat Huseynovich, say some kind words to all of you. Now you're welcome, please.
Good afternoon, dear participants and guests. First of all, I would like to greet our guest, Liana Andreevna, and all of you at this event devoted to the very interesting subject as traveling. Today we have a wonderful chance to attend the performance prepared by our respectful tutors Fatima Saila and Nuriat Umakhanovna and their students, and we wish them success.
Thank you very much.
I hope this performance will help our students to enlarge their knowledge of English and enforce them to travel around the world. Okay, let's start.
Now, the purpose of our performance is to give you useful and necessary information about tourism, traveling, going abroad, going through customs formalities, reserving an accommodation and booking tickets, and etc. And our performance is a simple format of an introductory activity and discussion, followed by a role play and a video film. And today we are going to speak about traveling as much as possible. Our Jalai Ruslan will give us useful and interesting information about going abroad, because he's going abroad next month, and to my mind he knows almost everything in it, and he is interested in it. Now let's listen to him. You're welcome, please, Ruslan.
I want to give you necessary information about traveling. We know that a lot of people travel for pleasure or on business today, but before we go on a trip, we should read something about the place we are going to. All necessary arrangements for the tours are made in advance. Tickets are booked and accommodation is reserved. Russia annually welcomes many foreign visitors and guests from a number of countries all the world. We try to make our guests staying in Russia interesting and useful. Trips and travelings give people every opportunity to improve their relations and to know more about the life, history, culture, customs and traditions of each other.
Yeah.
I'm Jalal Ruslan. I'm a student of the economical faculty. Next month I shall go abroad to study. I'm very thankful to our director Murat Gusenovich for giving me this opportunity. And if it is possible, I'm going not only to study, but to travel about this country too.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Well, it's well enough. Take your seat.
Well,
And
thank
to my mind, this information will help you when you travel abroad. It's very useful information for those who want to travel and go abroad. As for me, I like traveling very much. And what about you? Do you like traveling, boys and girls?
Yes.
Of course. And now let's ask some questions to each other and take an active part in discussion. And let's have the mixed up conversation in pairs and groups. Now, Adar, now let's begin with you.
Zainab, do you like traveling?
Yes, I do. I like traveling. I like traveling by car. Do you like traveling by car, Aisha?
No, I don't. I prefer traveling by train. Do you like traveling by train, Zarina?
A little bit, but to tell you the truth, I am fond of traveling by bus. And what about you, Aisha?
To my mind, it's not convenient. I'd like to travel by airplane. It's fantastic, isn't it, Momina?
No, I don't agree with you. To my mind, it's dangerous. The most accepted way of traveling is to travel by sea, isn't it, Zainab?
But after all, we are free to choose when and how to travel. Aren't we, Ashura?
Yes, you're right, Zainab. People who have the time and the money will travel as they like.
Okay, but there are any other problems to worry about when we are going to travel abroad. For example, booking tickets, reserving accommodation at a hotel, through customs formalities, and etc.
But actually, the first and the most important problem is to choose the right country to travel to. But to tell you the truth, I have never been abroad.
Oh, only fancy. I have never been abroad too, but I dream to visit England. What about you, Jamila?
As for me, if it is available, I would like to visit the United States of America, because it is an English-speaking country and the purpose of my visit will be to improve my English.
Well,
Of course, if it is available, I would like to visit an English-speaking country too, to practice the habit of my colloquial speech of English and to get in touch with English people.
well, thank you very much.
And at last, if we know English language, we shouldn't need an interpreter abroad. Let's study English and travel with us.
Well, thank you very much for being so active. As far as we can see, you have never been abroad. But it seems to me that you have the friends who traveled abroad. And to my opinion, you are eager to talk about their travelings, aren't you?
May I ask some questions?
Now do please help me. Although you are very active today.
Uma, have you a friend who traveled abroad?
Yes, I have. My friend went for a holiday to Brazil last year. He stayed in the capital and then traveled about the country. The trip was very interesting because there are a lot of places of interest in Brazil.
Okay, Uma. What about you, Zarina?
My buddy friend went for a holiday to Switzerland last winter. He skied in the mountains and then stayed at hotel in Geneva. Next year, he is going to travel to the United States of America. Oh, how lucky he is.
Thank you. Luisa, have you a friend who traveled abroad?
Yes, I have. She's a government person and a member of Russian Foreign Trade Organization. She often goes on business to different European, Asian and African countries. Last month, she was in Great Britain. She went there to sign a contract. She said that the talks were very difficult. They discussed prices, terms of delivery and other business matters. But she was pleased with the trip.
Thank you, Luisa. What about you, Mirabel?
No, I haven't. I haven't a friend who traveled abroad.
What about you, Ashura? Have you a friend who traveled abroad?
No, I haven't.
Thank you. Zainab, I suppose that you have a friend who traveled abroad, don't you?
You are right, Abdul. Really, I have a friend who is fond of traveling. She spent her holidays in Turkey. Last summer, she traveled with her parents. She was lucky with the weather and enjoyed her trip very much.
Thank you, Zainab. Camila, have you anything to add? Have you a friend who traveled abroad?
Yes, my intimate friend, Kate by name, traveled to New York last time. By the way, just imagine, she met Russian people there. It's a small world, it was fantastic. She couldn't help admiring the beauty of New York. The trip was great. And if it's possible, I'd like to travel to New York too.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for being so active. Abdullah, you are very active today and I'm satisfied with you. Thank you very much. Well, really, when we travel about the United States of America, we can't help admiring the beauty and the greatness of this country and the cities of this country. Now let's watch the video film about New York, and then we'll try to give the answers to the questions given below. Okay? Now let's have a look at the screen, please.
Coca-Cola, Mickey Mouse, and yellow taxis. Here, in the business district of Wall Street, thousands of people hope to have the same dream come true, the American dream. Here, in the heart of the Big Apple, in the middle of the most famous cityscape, people wait eagerly. They hope to become very rich overnight. Unfortunately, not everyone manages to make this dream come true. Those who do can probably be found in the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, which we can see at the moment. The city has around 8 million inhabitants, and every nationality is represented in the streets like at the UN. In fact, if you go around the city, passing through Chinatown, Greenwich Village, or Little Italy, you'll have the impression of having gone around the world. New York at night seems like a real labyrinth of endless avenues and streets. The avenues are directed from north to south according to the ancient Roman system. The streets run, like the sun, from east to west. The city of New York was founded on the southern tip of Manhattan Island, which was bought from the Indians. After the War of Independence, and with the opening of the Erie Canal in 1825, the city was heavily developed. New York is a city built on granite, a very strong stone, but a lot less expensive than diamond. This has helped the architects work who, limited by space, have had to maximize every square inch by building upward. Furthermore, if you want to build in the city these days, you only have one option: build from the 100th floor up. Fifth Avenue, with the Metropolitan Museum of Art, its shops and luxurious apartments, is one of the most famous avenues in the city. New York is not only home to a great number of movie stars, but is also herself the star of several movies. Woody Allen's film Manhattan is a homage to the city he loves. West Side Story was set here, as was The Godfather, with Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro. And of course, everyone remembers King Kong climbing the Empire State Building. New York is also known for music. We associate her with rap music like ketchup with hot dogs. This town is as lively, as cosmopolitan, and as innovative as this music. New York is the Epicurean's paradise, since excellent restaurants and very fashionable nightclubs can be found here. However, the New Yorkers are said to be impolite people. Look at the traffic in the streets. We can only see a huge tide of yellow cabs. They accelerate and brake abruptly. Their passengers are in such a hurry to go dancing that they sometimes forget to say hello and thank you, even though it's well known that Americans like saying, "Have a nice day." Just like any other city dweller, the New Yorker is stressed. Nevertheless, he can find a haven of peace in Central Park. But does he ever manage to relax and forget he's chasing the American dream? Or is it rather that the American dream is chasing him? In the end, whether New York, Paris, London, Madrid, or Tokyo, we're all chasing a dream.
Well, thank you. Now, I'm sure that this video film enlarged your knowledge about New York. And you should know as much as possible about New York and about the United States of America, because it's an English-speaking country. And before watching this film, I said that you should give the answers to the questions given below after this film. And now try to do yourself. The first question. What state is the city of New York in? The first answer, Yorkshire, Florida, Washington, District Columbia, New Yorkshire, and New York. And you should choose which answer is right. Well, try to do your best, please. No. No, you please.
I think that the fifth answer is right.
Well, are you sure?
This one? Yes.
New York is the right answer.
Let's check out.
No, let's check out. Yes. Let's check out. Well, okay, this is the right answer. How clever you are. Now the second question. What are some well-known American symbols? Yellow taxis, Queen Elizabeth II, Celine Dion, Couscous, Coca-Cola, the Statue of Liberty, and Mickey Mouse. Well, which answer is the right answer to your mind? Well,
I think that the first answer is right.
the first answer is right.
And
I'm sure in it. And
fifth.
and the fifth answer together with the first.
Fifth.
And
The
the
fifth?
And
No,
the
Mickey Mouse.
Seventh.
And the sixth.
And the sixth.
And the
The
seventh.
sixth or the seventh?
Yes.
Or the sixth or the seventh.
The sixth and the
And
seventh.
the seventh.
And the seventh.
Now let's check out Rebecca Mohanna. Are they right? I'm pleased with your answer. Now the third question is, what do people